Professor Zhou. He earned a PhD from computer science from North Carolina State University, and then worked as a senior security researcher at Qihoo 360. After declining multiple faculty job offers from Hong Kong and Singapore. And then Professor Zhou published more than 60 papers with a lot of citations. And he was recognized as the most influential scholar award for contribution in the field of security and privacy, particularly for his earlier work on Android security. And his current research spans traditional ones like software security, OS security, hardware security, and also DeFi, smart contract, and even underground economy. So Professor Zhou also co-founded BlockSec, a full-stack blockchain security service provider. The company reported several zero-day attacks of DeFi applications, blocked multiple hacks to rescue more than $20 million, and secured billions of cryptocurrencies. And also the company is very successful so far, raised a lot of money. So pass the podium to Professor Zhou. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks very much for Professor Wang's introduction. And I'm very honored here to talk about our recent research on the stablecoins. So today I'm going to talk about the principles of the stablecoins, how they work, and the multiple risk factors inside the stablecoins. And also I will talk about some real security incidents of the stablecoins, like how Luna crashed, what lessons we can learn from the Luna crash. Excuse me. So why do we need the crypto stablecoins? So if you are very familiar in the BTC was invented a couple of years ago. The main purpose of the BTC is for the payment. So we want to construct a payment network, free payment network. But the BTC, the price of BTC is not stable, right? So I just look about the BTC price in like 60K US dollars, but a couple of years ago they made only $1,000 US dollars. So the price of the BTC is not stable and cannot be used as a stable coins. And why do we need the stable coins? Because when you are interacting with the DeFi applications, or when you want to use the cryptocurrency as your payment coins, you do not want the value of the coins, are very volatile. You do not want to hold a coin today is $1 US dollar, and a couple of years later is $1,000 or even $0 US dollar. So you want a stable coin, to interact with some payment network, online payment or something like that. And what are stable coins? So the stable coins are the virtual assets that are designed to maintain a stable value relative to certain assets, typically the currencies. This is the definition from the Hong Kong Monetary Authority. And the stablecoin is very critical for a healthy, decentralized finance system. We can use the stablecoin for the online payment, for the cross-border payments. And even some big online payment vendors like the Strap, they are supporting the cryptocurrency stablecoins as one of the payment methods. And the some Coinbase, they provide the online stablecoin payment for the merchants. So stablecoins are important for the online payments. And we have a lot of advantages of using crypto stablecoins, right? We have a very quick settlement. Stablecoin does not have holidays. It can work like 7/24, with a very low cost, and it's also decentralized. But decentralized double sword. Some people like that, and some people doesn't like that. But in the communities, some people also they want a decentralized stablecoin like the DAI. Right? No central authority control these stablecoins. So, and we have different types of the crypto stablecoins. We can roughly categorize them into 3 different types. So one is called fiat collateralized stablecoins. The typical example is USDC and USDT and some others. So the collateralized of this stablecoin is the US dollars or the other like the gold. And all these collaterals are put into the traditional banks. Another second type of these stablecoins we call the crypto collateralized. The example is the DAC. So why do we call this crypto collateralized? That's because the collateral of this stablecoin is the cryptocurrency, like the Ethereum, the Bitcoin, and other cryptocurrencies. And all these stablecoins are not in the traditional banks; they are in the smart contract. Smart contract is a program running without any running on the public blockchains, like the Ethereum, the BSC, and other public blockchains. The third type, the cryptocurrency, we call the algorithmic stablecoins. So one example is the UST, which has crashed 2 years ago, and they do not have some collateralized. They are the value is backed up by the algorithms, by some computer algorithms, and all the stablecoins are also in smart contracts. Okay, so for the first type of the stablecoins, how they maintain the stability of the value. One of the important property of the stablecoin is that you need to maintain the stability of the value. So you cannot, the stablecoin cannot depeg. Like they just should, pegged to US dollars, like $1 US, $1 Hong Kong dollar, euro dollar, something like that. So how they maintain the stability? For the fiat collateralized stablecoin, it's easy because you can use a redemption, to the fiat currency to maintain its stability. And also we need some transparency. We need to regularly audit the reserves of these stablecoins to ensure that the value of the reserves is enough to support the value of these stablecoins. Let me give you an example of the USDC. The total supply of USDC this month is around $34 billion US. And the USDC is issued by the Circle, the USDC issuer who can mint and burn the USDC stablecoins. And how do you get the one USDC stablecoin? Typically, if you are a merchant, you want to get some USDC, you can just deposit the fiat like US dollar into the Circle. Then the Circle will put your money into the bank and will mint one USDC to you. When you want to redeem your USDC, you just give USDC to Circle. Circle will burn the money, burn the USDC on the blockchain, and will withdraw the US dollar from a bank and give the US dollar to you. So this is the simple issuance and redemption process. And the price of the USDC is very stable. In the past couple of years, it's merely maintained stability around $1 US. So what if the current market value of the USDC is below or above $1 US? Then the arbitrator, they will maintain the stability. So suppose the current market value of the $1 USDC is higher than $1 US, such as 10.3 US dollar. Because it's higher than $1 US, the arbitrator, they see the opportunities. So they will just mint one USDC by depositing $1 US to Circle, and then they can sell one USDC for 1.03 US dollar and get profit. Right? Because we have much more supply on the market for the USDC because we mint one USDC because then we have a bigger supply. The supply of the USDC will increase, so the price of the USDC will decrease. So the decrease to like $1 US. So this is when things happen, like the market value is higher than $1 US. So when the market value of one USDC is less than $1 US, so of course the arbitrator, they will buy USDC like the 0.97 US dollar from the exchange, from the centralized exchange, and then redeem one. Then we redeem the USDC to get $1 US. So because of the arbitrator, the value of the price of the USDC can maintain like $1 US.
Right.
Yeah.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
So the other day I was looking at my MetaMask.
Yeah.
And I found that the price of my USDT was 1.2. US dollar.
$1 1.2.
1.2.
Well,
Yeah,
I don't think it's normal. Yeah.
And yeah, and it lasted for some time. So I wanted to sell it somewhere.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Maybe I think it's an error information of the price.
Oh,
If the
okay.
USDT like 1.2, then
Yeah, right.
there's so much arbitrage, they make money.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you can
yeah.
just sell.
Yeah,
You
so
can just buy you can just sell USDT at 1.2
Yeah, so
dollars.
I was like crazy, went to all
Yeah.
the exchanges, didn't find any exchange giving me that quotes.
Yeah. So
so
maybe
where-
that's
so-
the wrong information.
Yes,
from
where,
MetaMask, yeah.
where did MetaMask get that price quote?
Well, from my understanding, the MetaMask get this quote also from the we call it the Oracle, maybe
Yeah.
from Chainlink or from other price
Yeah,
oracles.
yeah.
Maybe something wrong from the Oracle. I don't know. Yeah,
Okay.
but typically it should not happen.
Yeah.
Do we also have an ask and bid in this crypto market?
Yes. So the ask and bid we call it the limited book order. So like if you want to buy the USDC in 0.98 US dollars, you can put an order on the exchange.
No way.
If the price satisfies the order, then your order will be filled by some we call it a money maker, to fill your order.
Go-to might be just the ask.
Yeah, you can, but if your price asking too low, then no one will fill the order. So your order will not be satisfied.
No, ask too high.
If you can ask too high, then of course then the money maker will they will fill the order immediately.
Also, another question is 34 billion is a lot of money. They put in the bank, not necessarily bank, right?
Yeah, they
can't
have
invest in these
exactly. Just one example, because they have different type of the reserves. Like they have the reserves of the US dollars. They can also have the reserve of the US bond. So they have different types of reserve.
So who gets the coupon?
Who
Who gets the yield?
who gets what? Sorry.
The yield from
The interest.
Interest. That's a good question. So the circle gets that.
Circle.
Yeah, circle. So that's the way the circle make money.
Yeah, this circle is the circle wall, so
Circle.
that's a company, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
it's-
company,
it's-
exactly.
it's
It's
the
a company,
company,
yeah.
yeah.
So that's why the stablecoin is a very good business. You don't have any risk, and you have
Then
interest.
the question is why not someone else comes in and be another circle?
Well, I think it's more a business problem. You need to have the regulation compliance, license, yeah, to do that.
It's like
I mean, there are how many stable coins right now? The fiat collateralized
The
200?
I don't think so. I think the most popular is the USDC, USDT.
Yeah.
Is the most popular one.
Yeah.
I don't think there are some other very popular, fiat based.
But there are at least dozens of them.
Yeah.
They should compete and the competition would be pass some of the yield to the.
Yeah, I think that's the reason why
Maybe next year.
they're promoting
Maybe
they're
next year.
promoting the Hong Kong dollar stablecoin. Yeah, it's a very good business. Yeah.
Joe, I have a quick question. So basically, in practical usage, Circle needs to issue them both on those famous platforms for them to
Yeah.
charge.
Yeah.
Do you think that of the that same value in that particular size, or they need to be audited on each of these platforms before they?
I think their smart contract should be audited on each of the platform, but they can
Reserve on each.
the reserve. The reserve. So the reserve is audited by. So let me put it this way. So if you issue the USDC in like Ethereum, BSC, Phalcon, different blockchains, they will add up all the total reserves on the blockchain, and they will check the reserves on the bank to see whether they match.
Yeah, so there's no auto check right now, but it's like all of the reputation things do.
They have a check, but the check is performed by some auditing companies.
I see.
Yeah. So what are the types of the fiat-based crypto coins? So the reserves, they need to be audited, as I just said, they need to be audited. And also the reserve need to be secure. The secure means that because you put some US dollar into the bank, so what if happened, what if something happened to the bank, right? So that's the reason why USDC, they have like 12% DPAC when the Silicon Valley bank, some rumor that the Silicon Valley bank, they have some problems because some of the reserves are in that bank, So in that day, the USDC price dipped like 12%. But here's a very good opportunity for the uptrade. If you think the Silicon Valley issue can be resolved in the future, then you can buy the USD in a very discount value, like 12% discount. And then when the USDC price peg again, you can have like 12% profit in like 1 month or 1 week. So it's very good chance, for the uptrade. And the transparency means that you need to publish your audit reports on the website and it can be viewed by anyone. Because the transparency is very important. Then people can have confidence on your reserves, right? You cannot just say I have like how many reserves, but you do not publish the audit report. Or the audit report only done like in a quarter. It's not enough. You need to audit your reserve like in a monthly basis, not quarter based. And compliance and anti-money laundering, that's very important, because if you want your business to be a legitimate one in most countries, you need to have the license into compliance. You need to comply to the regulations, local regulations. And the anti-money laundering is very important. That's because you do not want your stablecoins to be abused, by the criminal activities, by the drugs, by the weapon deals, by something like that. You do not want to, your stablecoins to be abused by these criminal activities. And you also need to maintain a very good methodology to prove to the government that you have done enough efforts for the anti-money laundering. So I have done enough. So I do not have, any liability or responsibility if something bad happened. And the operational risk, because the USDC or USDT is minted by the smart contract, how do you maintain a secure of the private key? That can be used to mint the USDC and USDT. You have a very good secure operational process inside your accounting. And also the smart contract vulnerability. So what if the smart contracts have some vulnerabilities, and hackers can exploit the smart contract vulnerability, can meet a large number of the stablecoins. So all these risks you should consider when you issue a stablecoin, or when the user they are using the stablecoin, they need to consider such risks. I'll skip this. The second type of the stablecoin is we call the crypto collateralized. So the typical stablecoin in this type is the DAI. The total supply of DAI is $5 billion in this month, and the total supply used is even much higher than $5 billion. So how the DAI works? So basically, it's an over-collateralized platform. So if you want to get one DAI from the platform, the user or the borrower, they can lock their tokens, typically the Ether, the native token on Ethereum, the Ether into the smart contract, and they can get the DAI from the smart contract. The smart contract will mint the DAI for you, but you need to put your collateral inside the smart contract. And when you repay the DAI and possible some fees to the system, then you will get your collateral back. And to maintain a health of the whole ecosystem, that's because the DAI ecosystem they should not have the debt, right? If the whole collateral, if the whole value of the collateral is less than the value of the DAI, then the system will not sustain. So how to maintain the health of the whole ecosystem? The DAI use the over-collateralized mechanism. That means when you borrow the DAI from the ecosystem, you need to pay the collateral in an over-collateralized fashion. Like if you want to borrow 100 DAI, you need to put $150 Ether into the smart contract. So one question would be, why users they want to put the over-collateralized cryptocurrency into the DAI ecosystem in order to get the DAI? That's because if you want to use a stablecoin, but you do not want to transfer the ownership of your Ether, because you have a very good confidence that the price of the Ether will increase, so you can put the Ether, but you at the same time you also want to use the stablecoins. right? So one way is that you sell the Ether for USDC, but in this case, you lose the ownership of the Ether. When the price of the Ether increase, you need to buy back with a very higher price. But if you put your Ether into the DAI, like a collateral, even it's over collateralized, it's fine. Then you can, get your DAI from the system, and then when the Ether price is going up, you just repay the DAI to get the Ether. You do not need to pay extra money. So that's the incentive why you want to use a DAI instead of selling your Ether.
Okay, I understand this is like a Ripple transaction where you exchange some treasury for cash and buy it back later.
Yeah.
So there's a haircut. So that might be very similar to the over collateral.
Yeah.
But my question is, what are the scenarios in which you have to use DAI instead of Ether?
Well, DAI is a stablecoin, so you can then swap a DAI to USDC, then use USDC in other DeFi protocol online payments.
And Ethereum, you can't do that.
Ethereum cannot do, can do that. You can swap DAI for other stablecoins.
So only DAI can do it.
That's not only DAI can do that. So because DAI is the only one very popular crypto canonized stablecoin. Yeah.
The collateral itself cannot do what you just described.
The collateral itself, as I just said, because if you sell your Ether for USD, then you lose the ownership, right? When the collateral price is going up, then you lose the ownership.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dump.
Yeah, exactly. Dump, right?
Ripple is
Also my advantage to
Exactly.
watch.
Yeah, because you are
I
no.
give the one. And I borrow money.
Yeah, exactly.
I have a quick question. So there's an argument online that this kind of crypto native stablecoin is more secure than, for example, USD backed US Treasury issued security backed USDT and USDC. So what do you think? Because that's all.
Okay, so I don't think so. From my perspective, I think the fiat-based cryptocurrency is more secure and less risk. But one condition, you need to maintain the transparency. You need to publish your audit reports of result. Because if you have a very good audit report, then to prove the value of the result, then it's secure. And for such type of the crypto collateral, even it's over collateralized, but the price of the collateral could be decreasing. Like the BTC price is high and going up, going down, and the price of Ethereum going up, going
I
down.
think the whole argument is in the long future, USD will degrade with regard to ETH for Bitcoin. So they think in that regard, crypto native over collateralized tokens are always more secure.
I think it because the secure of the stablecoin, the concept of the secure of the stablecoin is that if the value of the stablecoin is $1 or $1 Hong Kong dollar, then we say it's secure. It doesn't matter the value of the $1 Hong Kong dollar, $1 US is the actual value. Yeah.
Can I just follow up with this? I still don't understand this restriction.
Yeah.
DAI can be used to exchange for USDA.
Yeah, USD, yes.
USD.
Yeah, USDC,
Oh,
then
USDC.
USD, yeah.
But Ethereum cannot.
You can. We have some pool, we call it the DEX pool, decentralized exchange pool, to swap the Ethereum directly to USDC. Yes, you can.
Okay. I think my whole argument is like USDT is backed by US securities. So if they degrade, so
Yeah.
this is
Exactly. So the regulation or the public, they need to observe such
yeah.
and notice this. Yeah.
It's like auto trigger should be equivalent to
Yeah. So how the DAI maintain the stability, right? Because the price is soft pegged based on the value of the collateral, and even it's over collateralized. And the value of the collateral could be changed, then how to maintain the health of the system. Then we have the mechanism called liquidation mechanism. So the liquidation mechanism is that if the value of the borrower's collateral is below a threshold, like the because it's over collateralized, but the price of the collateral can going down. And if the value of the collateral is going down below a threshold, then the collateral of the borrower can be liquidated by some liquidator, and a part of the collateral can be auctioned off, using the debt to cover the outstanding debt and a penalty. And then the question why the liquidator has the incentive, to buy the collateral. That's because if you perform the liquidation, the system will give you some discount on the collateral. You can buy collateral in a lower price than buying on the open market. So that's the incentive for the liquidation. Skip this. So what's the risks of the crypto collateralized stablecoins? And the most important risk is the we call the market volatility, because the collateral price it can going down and going up very quick, and whether the system can sustain in a very quick change market. Like what if the Ethereum price going down 50% in one day? Whether the system can sustain? Okay, I will give you an example. So in 2020, the March 2020, is a very famous day in the crypto history, because the price of the cryptocurrency going down like 50%, or some of them even going down even larger on that day. So it's a large downward move in the crypto. At that day, the BTC price lower than 4,000, and Ether is below 150. So how this impact the DAI?
Good old days, huh?
Yeah, good day. If you buy cryptocurrency at that day, then 4 years later, then you have like 10x profit. So what happened on that day? So the Ethereum price dropped, because the Ethereum price dropped very quickly, right? And the collateralized value in the DAI ecosystem, the value of the collateral is also going down very quick. And this will trigger the liquidation. It will trigger liquidation. The problem is the liquidation is expected, but the problem is that the system design, they do not consider the network congestion. What is the network congestion? When you send a transaction to the network, to the Ethereum or to other public blockchains, they have some limited number of transactions that can be included in one block. That's because one block, they have some limitations, like we can only include like 200 transactions inside one block. So if there are so many transactions pending in the mempool and waiting to be committed on the blockchain, then it will cause the network congestion. So in the case of network congestion, users' transactions, they will not committed on the blockchain so they'll be delayed. Then how this affects the DAI? So because the network congestion, the liquidator, they cannot liquidate the collateral in a timely manner. That's because their liquidation transaction cannot be committed on the blockchain. This even caused the liquidation price much lower than the market price of the Ethereum. That means you can have a very low price to get the collateral from the DAI ecosystem, much lower than the market price, because the market price of the Ether is like 170, but you can have like $10 to perform the liquidation. So why we can have such a very big gap? Okay, that's because when in the network congestion, the borrower who borrow DAI from the ecosystem, they cannot add the collateral in a time window, right? So if
How long is that time window?
the time is like 5 or 10 minutes.
Oh,
So it's very short.
okay.
So the owner, because they cannot add collateral inside the system, so they will be liquidated, right? So if we do not have the network congestion, then they just add more collateral into the system, then their collateral will not be liquidated. So this affects the wallet owner. This also affects the liquidator bot. The liquidation is typically performed by some bots. The bots are the automatic computer program. So because the network congestion, the liquidator bot, they also cannot commit their transactions on the blockchain. Okay, And also the access to the DAI liquidity becomes difficult. Why? Because if you want to perform the liquidation, you need to repay DAI into your system to get your collateral. But if you do not have the enough liquidity in the market, so then the liquidation will become difficult. So why do not we can get the enough liquidity from the open market? That's because in order to get the liquidity, one way is you buy the DAI from centralized exchange, and the centralized exchange, they will send the DAI to you, to the liquidator, then they can perform the liquidation. But the centralized exchange, they also, if they want to send the DAI to the liquidator bot, the transaction also needs to be committed on the chain. But the network congestion, this transaction cannot be committed. So if this causes short of the liquidity on the DAI in the open market. And at the same time, there are some technical issues of the bot running by the MakerDock. The MakerDock is the issuer of the DAI stablecoin. So typically they have enough liquidity, but at the same time, the bot have some technical issues. They cannot perform liquidation. That makes only 2 liquidator bots can work at that time, because other bots either they do not have the liquidity to perform liquidation, and the bot from the MakerDAO, they have the liquidity, but there are some technical issues of them. So there are only 2 bots they can perform the liquidation, and the liquidation is in an auction manner, right? So in an auction manner, if you have only limited number of the ones that bid the price, then you can perform the liquidation at a very low price, much lower than the open market of the Ether price. So that's the reason why we have a very low price of the collateral. The collateral can be liquidated in a very low price than the open price on the market. Okay. So we can, from this figure, we can say 2 bots, they even submit their bid. Their bid means that they have the DAI liquidities, and they perform the bid as $0 US to perform the liquidation. Because at the short-term window, 10 minutes, there are no other bots they can submit the price. So this bot, they will get a chance to perform liquidation at $0 US to get the collateral out from the system. Cost, they will cause the debt to the DAI ecosystem, because some collateral are wiped out without paying any money to the system. They will cause the debt to the DAI ecosystem. So how they can fix this? They just inject their money into the system.
Right. I think it's I mean, there's something you can, I guess that's cryptocurrency market can learn from the traditional brokers. They, of course, they accept stocks as collateral, but when they get margin call, they can also deposit cash. So maybe this exactly can also deposit either cash or USDT.
Exactly.
USDC.
So yeah, let me. So they have some improvement. The first improvement is that they allow diverse collateral inside the system. So yeah, exactly. Instead of the Ethereum, later they allow the USDC, USDT, into the system, so that can perform a very good liquidity when something like this happens. And they increase the auction process, the time window of the auction process. Instead of 10 minutes, they will enlarge it to 6 hours, and they also increase the number of Ether in each auction. This can decrease the number of the transactions that need to be performed, that be sent to perform the auction. And the good thing is
that's if you do this, there's going to be a say I use my Bitcoin to do this exchange for DAI. If you give me whatever I supposed to return, I mean, if you give me Ether, I give you Ether back. If you give me USDC, I give you USDC back. So under such circumstances, what is collaterals? It nothing changed. But my repayment, what sort of thing I should repay that to?
You repeat that to get the collateral out. So you can put USDC into the system, get the DAI. You can also put other types of collateral, Ethereum, BTC, or something other into the system to get the DAI. So before this, before 2020, the only collateral allowed is the Ethereum. But after that, it's your choice. You can put other collateral inside the system.
But then there's the opportunity of arbitrage, right?
Yeah, arbitrage is always existing.
I think I'm fine with stablecoin as collateral, especially USDC. It's just as good as cash.
They accept because it's a purely online system. They accept the USDC.
Yeah. It's essentially cash.
It's essential cash, right? Exactly.
But what's the point putting USDC as the collateral?
Yeah.
Oh, that's because in this case, if you can accept the USDC as collateral, then you can there will not be a short of the DAI liquidity. That's
You know,
because
I mean, I get it. I get the point from the platform's perspective,
Yeah.
but from the user's
perspective. Okay,
why
that's a
are
very
you
good
putting-
point. That's because sometimes the user can be the one who have very good faith of this system. They wanted this system to sustain. You know, they will save the system and use the USDC.
Of course,
Yeah.
the cryptocurrency phase. Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Well, that was a very exciting story. But do you still remember why or what kind of glitch did the DAI liquidation bot MakerDock
Oh,
liquidation bot?
So they just technical issue. They do not because the bot is programmed. Program is
They
written
didn't
by
say-
programs.
They didn't say what kind of.
They say that something related to the price oracle. They do not expect such a price, change in their bot.
Okay, it's a still Oracle problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the second question is that can you go to the next slide?
You mean-
when they have changed the time window and also
Yeah. You mean this one?
Yeah, so I guess because everything on the blockchain is known, the number of transactions that then can be handled in each block
Yeah.
or in each second.
Yeah.
And also the maximum ETH in each auction.
Yeah.
So theoretically, we can calculate the maximum resilience of the price drop.
You mean you change the limitation of each block, the number it can be included in each block.
Yeah, I mean, theoretically, say if the ETH drops 44%, right? Then if everything is ideal, the blockchain can execute all the transactions and all the transactions are about is paying back, then the price will be okay. But above that threshold.
Okay. The limitation of the number of transactions inside each block is determined by the computation power of the Ethereum node.
Yeah.
So because
that's fixed.
It's not fixed, no, because the Ethereum node can be everywhere. You can run your own Ethereum node. So that's, I think, theoretically, you can include as much transaction as you want inside one block, but that will increase the burden of the blockchain node participating inside the network. And if you do not care decentralization, then it's fine because you only have like 5 very powerful blockchain node to process this transaction. That's enough. That's how the Solana does. The Solana is not decentralized, but the Ethereum, they care decentralization very much. They need to ensure the normal person, they can run their own Ethereum node because the normal,
Is there even not a maximum block size?
I'm sorry?
Maximum block size on Ethereum?
No, they do not have that.
Oh.
They have the maximum number of transactions that can be processed inside one block.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's determined by the computing power of the Ethereum node.
Okay.
And the Ethereum Foundation, they want that everyone can have their Ethereum node. So they cannot set very large number of this threshold. But theoretically, they can.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. So, thanks. Thank you.
So the good thing is that, so because we do not have the enough liquidity in the of the DAI to perform the liquidation, some voids are not liquidated. So it's like the circuit break, some kind of circuit break of the system. So this will save some the money of some users. and it gives the community more time to respond to such in such cases. Okay. Okay. The third type of the stablecoin is the Luna case is very famous. So how the Luna maintain its stability. So it's also using the arbitraging between the stablecoin and the backing coin, we call it sister coin. So in the Luna ecosystem, the UST is the stablecoin, and the Luna is the sister coin. The Luna is the native coin on the Terra blockchain. So the Terra is a blockchain, and the native coin is Luna, and we have the UST, the stablecoin on the that blockchain. And the vendor, the issuer, they maintain a Terra market, and if you put one UST into the market, you can always get the Luna, the number of Luna that was one USD. So how much USD can be solved by one Luna? That depends on the current price, the market price of the Luna. So if the Luna current price of the Luna is $10, then one Luna can be solved to 10 USD. If the current Luna price is 0.1 USD, then one Luna can be solved to 0.1 USD. So this is the. And we also have the mint and burn mechanisms to the UST and Luna. So when the market supply is bigger than the demand of the UST, so the price of the UST will be below $1. So in this case, because there are so many supply on the market of the UST, we need to burn the UST. How can we do that? We can buy the UST in a lower price, and we will exchange for $1 in Luna, and we will sell one Luna in exchange. In this case, the UST will be burned and the Luna will be minted. Because the supply of the Luna decrease, the price of the Luna, because the supply of the UST is decreasing, the price of the UST will increase. So the same thing, the thing will happen similar when the supply is less than the demand. Okay. So this is called the mint and burn mechanism. So this works very well in bull market. That's because in the bull market, we have a very big demand of the UST, right? We can create more usage scenario on using the UST. Then the demand of the UST will increase. Because the demand of the UST will increase, then we will the UST is minted by burning the Luna. So we will buy and burn the Luna to mint the UST. And this will increase the price of the Luna. The demand, because the demand of the Luna is also increasing. The Luna price is increasing. So this works very, very well in the bull market because the price of the Luna is going up, and we have very large number of UST in circulation. In the bear market, this will cause, we call it death spiral. So in the bear market, so why is that? So because in the bear market, the Luna price will going down, right? And the value of UST is backed up by the Luna. And the UST holder, they are fearing that the UST will be depacked and they will redeem UST. The redeem UST means that UST is burned and the Luna is minted. And because the Luna is minted, then the market will have much number of the Luna. Then this will make the Luna price decrease further. And the Luna price decrease further, then more UST holder will sell their UST to mint the Luna. So they will cause the death spiral in the bear market. And one may ask, because the DAI and the UST, both of them are backed up by the cryptocurrency. Why the result, the consequence of they have different consequences, or they have different because why Luna crash and the DAI does not? That's because there are some distinguished difference between them. For the Luna case, for the DAI case, burn and mint DAI does not change the total supply of the Ether because they are not correlated, right? Does not further change the price of the Ether. But for the UST case, the burn and the mint UST will also affect the supply of the Luna, which will change the price of the Luna. This will cause a death spiral. And the Luna Foundation, they know that. They know that. They know have the chance of the death barrier. So how to solve this question? And the Luna Foundation, they have a fund called the Luna Foundation Guard, the LFG. So they can use as a reserve to support the value of the Luna. That's because the whole value of the UST is backed up by the Luna. Then if you want to back up the value of the Luna, then you need to have some other reserves. So they use the BTC. They have a large number of BTC and other cryptocurrencies to back up the value of the Luna. But what if the demand of the UST is so high? That means there are so many UST in circulation on the market. Then the total value of the Luna is also very high. Then you need to have very large number of other reserve to back up the value of the Luna. But it's not, it's in the bull market, then because the price of the Luna is so high, then you may not have enough other reserve to back up the value of the Luna. So suppose the total market cap of the Luna and the UST is 4 billion and 1 billion. And suppose Luna price is going down. It doesn't matter. That's because the even user burn the UST to mint Luna. This only increase 2.5 to the supply of the Luna. And then the FG can bail out using other reserve. That's because the total market cap of UST is not that big. It's only 1 billion. But if you have 4 billion Luna and 2 billion of UST in circulation, the total market cap, suppose the Luna price going down, then you need to have other reserve to back up this 2 billion US dollars value. But if your reserve is not enough, then it will cause a death barrier. So the key point here is that the market cap ratio between the Luna and the UST should be in a reasonable range, should not be so big. The smaller, the better. And besides the Luna and the UST, the ecosystem has another protocol called the Anchor protocol. The Anchor protocol, they have a fixed APY, 20% APY for UST. Because if you just put the UST into the Anchor protocol, then you can have your 20% APY. So where does this yield come from? You cannot just have 20% APY coming from nowhere. It should come from somewhere. Actually, they're coming from the capital injected by the Luna from the Luna Assure. So they just need to maintain people. The demand, they want to increase the demand of UST.
Don't be so surprised.
It is. Yes. So on the before the Luna crash, the UST market cap is 08.7 billion, and UST market cap, and the Luna market cap is 22 billion. You can see that it's very close. It's not good. It's not good. So what happened? So in May 2022, the Luna crash and the UST depacked. So how that happened? Yeah.
Is it because all the people who are having Luna went to buy UST?
That's because people will sell. People will will sell their UST. Then the Luna will be minted.
No, I mean in the previous slide.
Oh, that's because
the ratio
that's because there are so many high demand of UST in the market, and people they wanted the UST.
And the reason for that high demand was because the
APY, the anchor. Because the APY.
Jesus.
They want to have the 20% APY.
Okay.
So what's the timeline of the Luna crash? So in March, the Anchor protocol they passed a proposal to dynamically adjust the own rate. That because previously you have the 20% fixed APY. The APY doesn't change, 20%. So in March, because they find that it's not sustainable. So in March 2022, Anchor passed a proposal. Because the APY will be changed, it's dynamic. So the user thinks the API will decrease. So the Anchor users are leaving. So on Friday, May 6th to Sunday, the TVL of the Anchor decreased from 14 billion to 0.7 billion. So some 2.3 billion leaving the Anchor in the weekend. Okay, so how to, how to leave, because when they leave the anchor protocol, they will withdraw the UST from the protocol, but they want to redeem the UST to some other stable coins. So how to exist? So typically they will swap the UST in the curve pool, because we have a UST and other stable coin pool inside the decentralized exchange. And on May 7th, a very large swap of 85 million UST for the USDC is they don't know where this swap coming from, but I think it's coming from a very large trader. They swap the UST for USDC. Then another large swap 100 million UST for the USDC. This will cause the price in the curve pool, the UST price in the curve pool to decrease a little bit, not too much, a little bit. But everyone panic because they see that so many people are swapping the UST for other stable coins. They lose the confidence of the UST. Everyone panic and they want to leave. And on May 10th, Luna was 0.3 DPEG, is a very large number. And the Luna, it's a type the UST price. And the Luna fell from 64 to the $30. And remember the ratio of the market cap of the Luna and the UST. And because the price of the Luna is decreasing, they cannot support, they cannot support the value of the UST. And the death barrier was triggered. Even the foundation, they put so much money, like $200 million into the system, but it doesn't help because the market cap of the UST is much larger than 200 million. So everyone wants to exist. The game is over then. But this figure shows the balance sheet of the IFT, the foundation. Because you can see on the very right, the balance of the BTC and other reserve is decreasing to near zero because they put all this money into the system to support the price of the Luna, but it doesn't help. Okay, and it also caused some collateral damage. That's because the chaining, the price oracle, they have some minimum price is because in the chaining price oracle, when they report the price of the token cannot be less than $0.1.
Really? Is it still the case right now?
No, it's not. And in the Luna crash, the price is far below $0.1. And the Luna can be used as collateral in other lending protocol. So users, they can use the Luna to borrow other tokens. So the attackers can buy the Luna from CSDX and then use it as collateral to borrow other value tokens. So this cost $11 million in the Venus. The Venus is a lending protocol on the BSC. So you can see the DeFi composability causes a large problem because the DeFi is interacting with each other. If you do not have any problem, but some others they have problems, it will also cause damage to you. Okay, so the takeaway message from today's talk is we have different types of the crypto stablecoins, and we have multiple risks like reserves, market operational transparency, and something like that. And I also gave some example of how the DAI and the Luna in a very volatile market, when the market is going down, how the system can respond to such conditions. And you need to do your own research when using some such type of stablecoins. Yeah, that's all for today's talk. Thanks very much.